places.
Thank you. Senator Johnson.
Hey, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Secretary, thanks for coming here, testifying. Thanks for your service. I have to take this opportunity, though. I've got to put on my Chairman of Homeland Security Government Affairs hat. As you are aware, my committee has jurisdiction over national security procedures and federal records. And I've joined in letters with Chairman Corker and Chairman Burr and Chairman Grassley, and we've sent you a number of letters, and you've been responsive in part, and I appreciate that. I want to go through a series of questions. I don't need real long answers, but I just want to establish that so I can hopefully get to put my foreign relations hat on as well. First of all, you as Secretary of State, you send and receive classified material, correct? You have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't send it personally directly. It's sent through the executive office.
Okay. So you never use your email system to actually create classified materials? You send. So
No, I don't.
You never do that.
I've actually never opened my computer on my desk.
Okay, so members of your staff do. Okay, I understand. I got white hair too.
No, it's not because I don't know how. It's 'cause I want it separated from me, and I don't do
Good.
it.
So members of your staff do, correct?
Yes, of course.
Okay, and then they use a system called ClassNet, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You are fully aware of our enemy's capabilities in terms of hacking into.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
Would you allow? So you don't allow yourself to use a private server. Would you allow any of your members of your staff to use a non-official, non-secure server for transmitting classified information?
Look,
Just yes or no.
Senator, I understand.
Just yes or no.
We have very specific procedures in place in the department. I brought in an inspector general. I wrote a letter to the inspector general asking him to review our entire process. And so in today's world, given all that we've learned and what we understand about the vulnerability of our system, we don't do that, no.
So the answer is no. For every classified piece of information that is transmitted, there's a log kept at the State Department, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a log kept on everything. I mean, everything's kept, period. Not just the log, but the substance of the message is kept and filed.
I would think that's a relatively condensed log, though. I mean, pretty easily accessible.
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, there's a finite number of classified materials back and forth that would be logged.
Well,
so that'd
we have 275 posts, and we're sending classified every single day, and I can't tell you how many millions of documents.
Are the logs differentiated by individual, though?
I don't know precisely.
Okay, well, we'll find that out.
I don't believe so.
In a September 21st letter, 2015, one of our questions was, did Secretary Clinton have an official State Department email account assigned to her for accessing classified emails during her time at the State Department? We did receive, and I appreciate this response from Julia Fryfield, that states, to answer question 5, Secretary Clinton did not use a classified email account at the State Department. An account was set up on ClassNet for her calendar, but it was not used. Another question we've asked, which we have not been responded to, is I would like access, our committee would like access to those logs in the State Department of all the classified material that was transferred between the administration, other members of the administration within the State Department and Secretary Clinton. You have not responded to that yet. It's been about 5 months. Is there a reason why we have not had access to those logs?
I don't know the specific reason because it hasn't been discussed with me. I have.
Is there any reason I can't get access to those logs?
Well, I don't know the answer to that, Senator.
Okay,
Let
well,
me find out.
so I'll put that for questions record. I'll continue to want a response to that.
Right, but let me
here's a
just
budget
say to you
question.
so that you understand. I appointed a transparency coordinator, an experienced ambassador, Janice Jacobs, to assist us to make sure we responded rapidly to all requests. Let me just say to you, we have more than 50 simultaneous investigations going on. And we have an unprecedented number of FOIA requests. I have had to cannibalize bureaus to get people to go spend their time.
Which is my
responding to
next
these
question.
requests.
Do you know how much money you've spent and what kind of manpower you put on? Because you've been really evaluating these emails since March 2015. Do you know how much money the State Department has spent just reviewing? Because again, I think we have to assume that every piece of information that passed over Secretary Clinton's non-official, non-secure private server is in the hands of our enemy. We have to assume that. I mean, that's prudent to do so. So you've been reviewing that for almost a year. Do you know how much you've spent in the manpower associated with cleaning up that mess?
I would have to, look, as I said to you, we have over 50 investigations, 9 different committees involving hundreds of specific requests for literally
Okay, well,
hundreds of thousands of pages of
Again,
documents.
I'm not concerned about the other investigations right now. I'm
concerned
asking
about
a
it.
question on the one with Hillary
But let me
Clinton's
just say
emails.
that I'm concerned about it because this is tying up
Good, I'm glad you are.
professional diplomats.
Are you aware, has the FBI recovered any of the 55,000 emails that were supposedly wiped
I have
from her server?
no knowledge of what the FBI, you'd have to ask the FBI. We don't touch or know anything about their.
Have you in the emails?
But you allocated 2.4 million in years 15 and 16 in order to help us respond to you, and we've been able to step up the level of our delivery as a result of that. But we're still greatly overburdened.
So based on what you have reviewed, the classified material, because we're up to, what, 1,700 different emails that have some variation of some level of classified material on them. I don't know. Is the State Department aware of anything that you've had to mitigate the damage from? I mean, have you taken any actions within the State Department? Do you know whether the Intelligence Committee has taken any actions to mitigate the harm by the potential fact, or the potential that our enemies might have access to that classified material that's on Secretary Clinton's server?
I would not be able to discuss that in an open session, but I can tell you that the department we have, I don't know what the other agencies have done or not done. By the way, that's one of the reasons why it's taken a while. If we have anything in an email, when one of our professionals reads the email, that involves another agency, then every agency has to have a chance to read that to see if their interests are in fact at risk. So that takes a long time, and that's
Right.
one of the reasons.
No, I know.
why-
Secretary Clinton's actions have caused the federal government an awful lot of money, caused you an awful lot of headache.
Well, it remains,
let me just,
Senator, it remains to be seen whether or not it's the 50 investigations by 9 different committees that have created more heartburn.
So what I would like is answer these questions. You say you can't do it in open committee. Would you commit to coming in a secure setting before my committee to answer some of these questions?
Would I what?
Would you come before my committee in a secured setting, the Homeland Security Government Affairs Committee, to answer some of these questions based on national security procedures
I'm
and
not
federal
the
records?
appropriate person to discuss those issues in that context.
Well, will you send a representative then?
Well,
It would
I'll
be-
find
would be
out.
capable.
I will evaluate with others in the administration through the appropriate interagency process who the appropriate person is to do that. Of course, someone appropriately responsible would always respond to any committee of the Congress.
Well, again, it's been 5 months. We've been asking for the logs of the classified materials sent, so I would ask for those logs as well.
Well,
Again,
I'm not sure whether that's even authorized or capable of being done, but we'll
Okay.
look at it.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
First I've heard of it. Thank you.